Assalamu alaikum all. Today I'm going to be talking about why Muslims need to spend time on their money. And this is a valuable lesson I've learned. In particular, I've been reading this book, which is called The Millionaire Next Door. This is one of the things he spoke about. And this was from the research that they did with a lot of millionaires. And, they generally have like a regular schedule in terms of how they manage their money, like things like budgeting and investments and stuff like that. And definitely something I'm taking a lot more seriously. So yeah, just want to say welcome to Simple Muslim Money, which is all about simple halal investing and personal finance for Muslims. And just a quick disclaimer, this is not financial advice and it is just my opinion for entertainment and information purposes. Now, I've been speaking to a few friends and not many of them spend a lot of time thinking about money. And, this seems to be quite common, not just among Muslims, but in general. People don't think about investing, don't think about their pension or the future. They're kind of like, just focused on today. And this is definitely not a habit of millionaires. So from the book Millionaire Next Door, it talks about how these millionaires spend a lot of time, on their finances, getting them in order and things like that. So, and the millionaires they speak to are like your average millionaires, so people that just kind of built up the wealth themselves, not generally like a football player or someone who just sold the business and just cashed in a whole bunch of money. They generally spend time setting up their finances. Now, this also made me think that, these people, they didn't just become millionaires by accident. They planned their money, they built it up, they managed it in a really good way. So yeah, it's really got me thinking about these are the sort of habits, I need to make sure that I do as well. And it's not about just spending time managing money. They also spend time kind of learning about money as well. So when you have money, there's lots of things to kind of think about. So, there's things like tax, how to invest your money, how to save your money, and especially for Muslims as well, want like halal kind of products and things that we can invest our money about. And it's important that, we spend time kind of learning about that. And that was kind of a really valuable lesson, like, being regular and consistent in terms of how I do that. And as Muslims, we can learn this too as well. It's not something that's only the elite financial people can do. It's very accessible now. In fact, there's probably too much information out there now. So it's really trying to find that bit of information, taking a bit of action and kind of learning from that as well. Another thing millionaires do from the book Millionaire Next Door is that they spend a lot of money on good people to help with their money. So this could be things like accountants, tax advisors, any other sort of financial people and things like that. So they spend a lot of sort of money and time as well, just to kind of organize their money and just having the right people kind of supporting them. Now, you may also be thinking about a financial advisor, but that's something that you need to be a bit careful about because of fees and things that are involved. And I plan to kind of do a video about that in the future. And also, another thing is, they spend money on hiring good people, but they're not cheap when it comes to managing their money. So, they're open to hiring people, potentially quite a lot of people, but also things like software, buying books, or, training, all sorts of stuff like that. They're kind of a lot more open to doing that sort of stuff. Bringing in coaches, finance coaches, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, definitely made me think about, I need to think about how much money I'm spending as well in terms of this area. And I am definitely kind of improving in this area. My budgets and things like that are definitely a lot better. And yeah, definitely something I want to kind of continue doing. I'm a lot more kind of aware of my spending, aware of how much money is being invested and things like that. And it also kind of boils down to this other lesson, which is that, if I can't manage a small amount of money well, how will I manage like a larger amount of money? Like, it's much more important that, I can manage a small amount of money that I have at the moment. So that, I can learn valuable lessons and get valuable experience, because with a large amount of money, it could then end up being kind of more expensive if I do make any kind of big mistakes and things like that. So yeah, that's why it's really kind of important to learn all this stuff and definitely a habit that you get from millionaires. So definitely something I want to be continuing learning about. And it's not something that you spend a lot of time on, just a bit of time every month regularly. That's it, just things like on your budgets and stuff. And as you keep learning more and more, you're going to have to you could probably end up spending less time on it later on. And, the systems and things that you can get put into it. And I don't really want to kind of get into the detail. I just want to say, just start doing a little bit. Like anything, just start a little bit, build up that habit and keep doing it. And that's what I'm kind of planning to do. And I'll update you on this video. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for watching Simple Muslim Money. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button, as it really helps the algorithm.